Awesome. Whew. People in the streets. What's going on here?
We're live. Facebook, Instagram.
Isn't this so weird?
YouTube.
Like that is.
We're here. It's a new year, and we're here.
We're here. It's a new year.
But we gotta keep it going.
No.
Okay, let's do a little.
I always fail at this.
No, let's do it. Okay, we're here. It's a new year.
Let's be clear.
I'm about to drink some beer.
Where?
Bitch weird. In my Debbie year.
I think, but see, you know, you got to learn how to switch it up. See, we wasn't supposed to have to keep on rhyming that same year. That was irritating. Okay. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
Okay, it ran its course, but it is a new year.
It is, and we're back.
2020. Did you miss us? Did you miss us?
I hope you guys missed us because
we missed y'all.
Definitely.
It's been 2 weeks. And I can't take it.
And you know what? I feel like it's been actually longer than 2 weeks because what you guys may have missed if depending on where you're watching us from, is the fact that the Last Supper instead of one of the shows.
Oh yeah.
And that was not broadcast on YouTube. So I hope you guys are following us on social media because you would have seen it on our Instagram feed. But stay tuned for that too because we're playing catch up.
I know that we are actually switching up the
everything,
the dynamics of the show.
Everything.
We are now sitting upright because it's 2020 and our futures are looking bright.
Okay, it's time for you to take notice.
Yes. And I'm sorry if you can see my little piglets on Instagram. That's okay. I got little piglets, and guess what? In the summertime, I don't get my feet done. So
you don't in the summer?
No, I don't. I'm at the winter.
Oh, I was about to say.
In the summertimes, I keep these piglets done. In the wintertime, baby, I let them do what they're gonna do. Summertime, keep them all nice and glossed. That wintertime,
you want to do what you gonna do. They say you one of those.
Oh yes, honey, I'm one of the ones where the chinks be mad because
they not getting that money.
No, not only that, they gotta really put in that work, but
when the last time you get here?
When the last time you been here? And that's when they start talking that language.
They be like, her ass gonna come back in here 7 months later.
Talking about, oh, I need a pedicure.
Mm-hmm. It's been and she don't want the scrub. She don't want the extra.
I want the scrub.
No, you still want the basic one at that. That is trifling. That's me. That is trifling. But I be right with you. I'm not playing these games.
It is 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching the show, tuning in. We did take a break, holidays and things like that took place. But thank you guys so much for watching us in the year 2019. It was a great year for SipsTea, the show. We have a year. We're really, really excited. So we are now venturing off into our second complete year, which we're really, really excited about. Lots to come in 2020. Lots of things we're planning in 2020. We are now planning to do events in 2020 hosted by GemDTwin and Eb Deceleb. So these will be our official events. So we will not only be covering them, but we will be giving them. And anybody who knows Eb Deceleb and GemDTwin, we put on shows. We like to be a part of everybody else's show, but we also like to put on our own show as well. And we are really focused and dedicated to 2020 and the opportunities that 2020 have to bring. We're going to be doing everything from vision board parties to events to actually hosting live shows and having a real studio audience and things like that. So we are really looking forward to 2020 as well as continuously partnering with the different people in the area such as Supremacy Presents, Latisse the Poet, DC Now Events. Just to name a few. So we're going to still be in the area promoting and going and doing shows. And as a matter of fact, we have something coming up this Saturday, but we also are going to be a part of putting on the show.
Yeah.
So we're going to now we're elevating. And also we had great holiday time. We were able to go to the Purple Gala, which brought you guys live. So make sure you guys go back and tune in. We are going to put some footage and some pictures up from that. We do have some up already, but we're going to get some footage up, as well as we did an event where we did our brunch Shout out to Lydia for inviting us to come to that and covering that event. It was an amazing event.
Yeah, shout out to Red Zipper Warehouse. It was the Last Supper.
It was the Last Supper.
Mm-hmm.
And it was wonderful. It was beautiful to see a whole bunch of people come out, all ages, came out, brunched together, ate together, took pictures, music, games, you name it. It was there. It was such an amazing event. And they really were really creative with the space, and the food was phenomenal. So shout out to everybody who really put their foot forward in that event, and look out for more of those events, those pop-up socials that they'll be doing in the year 2020. And
stay tuned, because we'll have like footage and stuff like that.
Exactly. We definitely got some good stuff from that.
Needless to say that we kind of actually are a little bit behind on footage and stuff like that. And today you guys get to sit with us as we start to actually begin the process. We're testing out some things. So you know what I'm saying? If you like the different looks for the studio that we start putting out there, then just let us know. You could drop a little something in that box down below. Mm-hmm. The commentary is welcome.
This one, cause I'm gonna say I like this setup because it makes me look like I got some big old thighs. You really can't see my stomach. And it made me look like I got some. I'm sitting on my stallion. Look like this booty look big. But I added, that's why I put my little coat here too, just make sure I think it, I feel like my thighs look good.
Okay, sis.
In 2020.
Okay. In 2020. Everything in 2020.
Everything 2020. Hashtag 2020.
Have you seen that thing going around that said that we need to make sure that we're putting 2020 as the year? It's so
shit.
Right. I've been seeing people actually do that. When they're writing out the year
2020,
that they're writing documents and things like that and reading them. Apparently they're saying to actually write out 2020 so that no one could go back and forge and say it was your 2018, 2019, 2017, all of that other stuff. So y'all beware.
It's always lurkers.
It's always somebody trying to pull a scam. That's for damn sure. But okay, so you guys know we got to start the show off with positivity.
Oh yeah,
I think we kind of did though.
Yeah. Let's how?
Just because, like, that wasn't that positive enough. Okay.
I mean, here's the thing.
Out with the old, in with the new. There go your
we're coming in with positivity. Like, honestly, guys, whatever happens in your life, it's always a good thing because you're still here to talk about it. So we are definitely on a whole new thing. Not just because it is a new year, but because we're evolving, and we're evolving every single day, and we are having blessings that other people don't have, that we're still here.
Absolutely. So
it's like, not because it's a new year 2020 or a new decade 2020 decade, it's because we are still here and we are evolving as people. So
I did have a little quote that I would share with you guys, and hopefully we'll take that not only here but beyond. Okay, and it comes from turning natural. So if you guys have been to like Suitland area, Forestville, there's a store called Turning Natural. They have like amazing shakes and things like that.
Very reasonably priced.
But also, like, okay, first of all, I like the names that they have of the shakes. They have one that's like Bob Marley. They got a Nipsey Hussle. They got a lot of different names like that. But when you walk in, and you can actually sit down and chat. Like I had to sit down.
They have free Wi-Fi.
I don't know,
because that's a good
question.
That's a good question.
That might encourage people to stay too damn long. So if they don't have it, I'm not mad at you for not having free Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But so on the wall though, and I guess I'm not sure if this changes. I'll have to keep on going back to Turning Natural if their like placard on the wall changes. Okay. But they have like a roller with paper, and written on the roller was their statement. It says, "Please be responsible for the energy that you bring into this establishment. We are all connected. One love." All right. And so you see what I'm saying? But that baby, please be responsible. Energy you bring up in this establishment.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Don't come in here.
Virtually too.
Yes.
Virtually.
Please be responsible for the energy y'all up in her with,
because we done got some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
so
we
virtually. I
mean, and this is about the positivity. I'm saying we like to actually our whole thing, the platform, we're supposed to, uplift. We're supposed to be motivational. We're supposed to caca kiki, yeah. But at the same time, we are really trying to make sure that the reciprocal energy in this area keeps reciprocating and is a positive one, because we got enough negative shit coming at us every damn day.
Literally bombs.
So shout out to Turning Natural for that. Shout out to you see Eb Deceleb and I mean, that's kind of a Brewing TEA situation too. Like I Turning Natural for trying to, black owned business. Actually the music was popping in there when I went. So black owned. It was like 7, 8 o'clock. No, this was
okay. Because I was going in the morning. And I don't get all that.
But shout out to them. Shout out to everybody out there, because we're hoping that the people that we talked to in 2019, that you guys could continue to like kick ass in 2020. Okay. So that's Supremacy Presents with the Black Supremacy, Red Zipper Warehouse. Miss Mo, Brandy J, Anna with Goddess Entertainment and the things that she has coming up. Lux Curves Magazine, everybody, Big Livid. You know, if we mentioned
Harley Morgan,
Todd Cobb, Todd Cobb. Let's not forget about Madam Space. Okay,
you know what?
The long way.
She's always
a
Madam
super supporter,
Space,
and she's doing her thing.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you should, I would rather have one real support than a million. No, that's not true. I don't care if you fake or not. Just follow the show.
Not on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
As fake as y'all want to be. Like,
fake.
Do what you want to do. It's all right.
But on Instagram, you can
just come through.
Let's come through. But on a serious note,
hate on us by sharing our shit.
Exactly. Because y'all, we've been consistent. I mean, the show been consistent. Podcast, whatever you want to call it, it's been consistent. But no, I want to shout out to her, because you know what, her and Mr. Lewis and Latisse. I want to shout out our people
James
from 2019 that watched our show consistently.
Absolutely.
Like it was never never an option. Not so much so that we even had one of our fans of the show who saw that we promoted. You want to even talk about this?
I am. Oh, girl, you know, get into it.
Because you would love. I'm like, wait a minute. But that's a fan. That's a serious somebody who really appreciates
that's a supporter.
The show.
Somebody who actually watches. Okay.
And this watches is a support.
Okay.
What
Eb Deceleb is talking about is because some shows ago,
not just one,
not just
two,
okay, not just two, and these, you know what? I actually believe that we received maybe like 5 of them.
Wow!
But if you guys have watched the show, like this person did, who we feel like is completely sweet as pie for actually caring enough not only to send us divine chocolates, but to send us a divine chocolate after having watched the show and like supported us, like
supported them.
So divine chocolates
right around Valentine's Day, y'all.
Yes, all right.
Right around Valentine's Day.
You guys should check them out. Yes, you can find Divine Chocolates online, and you should definitely check them out for Valentine's Day.
Forget Keleeba. They already made it, baby. Keleeba already made it.
It's a really good gift to give, but Divine Chocolate is the only chocolate cream. They are also like really, really deep into employing and empowering women. Okay. So, and then the collaboration between the cocoa farmers and Divine Chocolates, the amount of money that they received, it says even on the inside of the wrapper. Let me just read you guys the wrapper. Okay, how about that? Just read you the wrapper.
Just read it
a little bit.
Brewing tea.
Okay, we're brewing tea. All right, so Divine Chocolate, the only chocolate company in the world that is fair trade and farmer owned. All right, owned by cocoa farmers, the Cocoa Cooperative of Family Farmers in Ghana own 40% of Divine Chocolates. Okay. This means that the farmers receive a share of the profits that they help to create. Divine works directly with the farmers around the world to source the finest fair trade ingredients, empowering them to improve their livelihoods. So you can enjoy Divine knowing that goodness goes on even after the chocolate is gone. So not only is it finger looking good. In here, they actually have one of the cocoa farmers. It's a picture of a lady. Her name is Linda Birchie. Okay. And she's from the Bibiani district, which is in Western North Ghana. Her teacher, her husband is a teacher in junior secondary school. They have 4 boys. So it goes on about her accolades as well, and why she's involved.
Too, what chocolate gives you a description like
because
this?
There's nothing to describe.
Let me tell you something. Like, hello, look, Hershey's. You can't open up the wrapper and it look like this, boo. You ain't gonna see this on a Hershey wrapper, okay? Look at this. Y'all need to take. Like it's a whole autobiography on the chocolate.
Yes, I mean,
okay.
This is printing. Okay,
like,
this costs money as well. All right, let's be clear. Let's be clear.
It got hair picks on it, and
right,
your hair pick and stuff. Like, y'all.
So and Dinkra symbols that are on here as well. So they have, I think all of the insides of the wrappers have different Dinkra symbols or whatever. The one on here is the fern, which is for endurance, perseverance, and peaceful coexistence. If you guys want chocolates, go to www.divinechocolate.com.
And make sure you want to wrapper.
Right, absolutely.
You're not gonna throw that away.
No,
because it like
#taste divine. So yeah, we're not throwing this away.
Throwing that wrapper away. No, like, we might throw the gold part away.
Yeah, we need to publicize this, but I do like the packaging.
Yeah,
it's really good packaging. I think that it's decorative, number one, and also it's special. So if you guys do want to check out something, give back to some other communities and things like that. Valentine's Day is coming up, and Valentine's
Snickers
Day
is already rich.
Yeah, okay.
Godiva,
so
they already got it
for some other sweet people, or make a statement. You know what I'm saying?
Do something different.
Do something different,
and get your divine chocolate.
Okay. So moving on though, that's going to be us brewing the tea for this particular show. We're going to move along so that we can kind of get through some of these topics and get y'all out of here. We thank everybody who's been watching SipsTea the show. Even if you're a new person watching SipsTea the show, how you doing? It's cool to see you here.
And nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you. And we will see you right back here next Wednesday, a little bit earlier though, okay? Because it's not our normal time.
This new setup took a little work.
And we're going to keep switching up the setup. So again, if you like it, you guys comment and let us know what's up. Don't forget to also artists and people who you want to acknowledge for brewing their own tea. Definitely hit us up in our inbox on social media. We are SipsTea the show on Instagram. Please help us get our Instagram followers up as well.
We got new focuses this year, but
we do. We have new focus.
We help. We need help. We ain't afraid to say it, baby.
Okay. And we need to start really focusing on the United Sisters portion of this. If y'all watch the show from the beginning, we told you guys that SipsTea the show is just a part of Us Girls, and Us Girls stands for United Sisters, which means this gives us the opportunity to branch out into other things. But you know what, though?
For our viewers and our family, because that's what it is. Y'all are our family.
Yes, absolutely.
We're gonna come. We're gonna come even stronger this year.
Yeah.
We're gonna come with the merch that say United Sisters, so that you don't even gotta see. Oh, what's that mean? Oh, that's the United Sisters
merch.
So we got this. I'm telling y'all, I'm excited because 2020 is about to. This is about to be our time. We learned, we conquered, we made mistakes.
And we're going to keep on doing that.
We're going to keep
doing that exact thing. Like, we're going to keep making mistakes.
Conquer, and make mistakes.
Absolutely.
But we're going to continue. We're going to push through.
So we're going to push.
Push through.
We're going to push through. Okay.
I am.
Go get the money. Go. Anyway.
It's a lot of tea going on.
Okay, so there's a lot of tea. Okay. So it's tea time.
It's tea time.
So let's get into it.
Because they done missed us.
Okay.
They done missed us.
There's so much going on right now. So it's almost like we would have had to have a show like ASAP Areno, because I know that everybody has been in tune to what our not so fearless. I don't can't even call, like I don't want to even say that shit because it's ridiculous. There are very few people in this world that I hate. It's like one of those words that we were not even allowed to like use when I was younger. So I use that word very sparingly, but I hate this person. But since we are in like what I call pre-war status,
pack your bags and move your ass.
But more importantly, because everybody is watching the news for all of the, things that are happening with that crisis, I wanted to talk about these memes that are going around.
Yeah,
I think day one, we could find some humor in it, and I think our first
not day one.
I don't think people would like
click to what it was.
Yes, we are desensitized. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
we are freaking desensitized.
Yeah, because I didn't get at first. I'm like, why are we memeing? And he done killed one of the major people out there in Iran.
I think that we are. That's why day one I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone because it's not freaking funny. And if you take a little moment to think about what's actually going the fuck on, number one, number two,
9/11.
Y'all know, like I was listening to the Read Day. And they were talking about this topic as well. And they were talking about the fact that, African Americans, and I know it's not just us out there making these damn memes, but African Americans, a lot of times we respond to the like situations with humor.
Yeah.
But when you get into it, this shit is not funny.
Yeah.
Like these are our lives, American lives, but these are lives in general that are all being affected by one person and his decision to do some things that we're not with the shit.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is when somebody was talking about it. I said, look, why don't he go over there? And why don't he take him and his body, who he is, and take his ass over there and go fight them by himself?
You won't see him.
Don't you take your whole house and just go on over there and get blown up. Don't take everybody else down with you.
It's not happening.
We don't care. It ain't us. Look, Iranians and everybody else.
I know. Please,
we are not with this shit.
Okay.
Shit. Don't come trying to kill us because of what he's doing. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Don't come trying to shoot us down because y'all gotta look at the shit. 9/11 happened. And there was threats all the time, but that wasn't even no real threat. But look how they came at us at 9/11. And now look, we don't attack their people for what?
Right.
The dust was settled.
Right.
You don't went out there for whatever God knows reason because they're about to impeach you or whatever the case may be. You try
to
look. Iranian, I give you permission to take the White House down, but just don't take everybody else down.
Be very targeted in your shit. Like, please. I mean, even that though, there's a slew of people that's up in the White House right now that also don't agree with the shit.
Well, you better
I wish they would be a little bit more vocal about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the memes and things that we have going around, it's like a thin line between being desensitized and insensitive.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The memes are kind of like.
I mean, we think it's all kiki, but I think that we're missing some of the things. And you know what else had me feeling like, okay, this is definitely a cue that we're desensitized is because before I heard a lot, about the disasters that are going on. So our heart goes out to Australia right now.
Yes.
And, all of the land, all of the people, all of the animals.
Did you hear though that they were saying that it was actually, I don't know if you've been listening to the news, but they actually saying they have prosecuted a few people, a lot of people, not a few people, because they were saying that was started.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so they actually are prosecuting people. So that actually was
Grandma said our last days.
I'm telling y'all.
But
yeah. Then you got hurricanes and
I just realized that I didn't make as much of a connection until I saw pictures. And I saw, you know what I mean? It's one thing to say things and be like, oh dang, that's horrible.
Sure.
But it's another thing to see it and see the destruction and see what's happening. And it's devastating, you know what I'm saying? But we need to wake up because sometimes the things that are going on around us are put in place to desensitize us so that we don't care about the shit that's going on around us. But we need to tune back in.
Attention.
We got to tune back in. We have to tune the fuck back in.
Because those people also, too, let's discuss when the missiles, when the Iranians actually fired on some of the people in the military in Iran, but they were targeting them.
Absolutely.
That could have been your brother, cousin, sister, whomever who you have in the military. Like these people are out here dying for stuff. And here's the thing: when you're in the military and you get called for active duty, you don't have a choice.
Exactly.
So even if you don't believe in the cause, so you got people who out here who don't even believe in the cause, who are fighting for their life. I'm sorry, that's just not funny to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't find the humor.
So I hope that people let's just tune in, guys.
Please.
Not tune in to what's actually going on around you.
Yeah.
And put up some prayers.
Yes, pray.
If you got it like that, put up some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Families.
Just do your part. And sometimes your part is just to send some vibes. Sometimes your part is do whatever it is that you can personally do. The first thing that you could do is not feed into the bullshit. Just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like some things are not fucking funny, and we need to even when it comes down to social media, there have been so many things that we talked about on the show and that were inappropriate, out of place, and but we condone it. You know what I'm saying? We got ha 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 under the pictures. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I've not seen that many people saying, yo, this is not cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's not trolling. Even if you want to go into somebody's inbox and say, yo, this is not cool.
This is not cool.
You know what I'm saying? Low key. Okay. So each one teach one. We got to kind of, help each other to actually tune the fuck in. Tune in. And be aware of your energy.
And sorry about that, but be more serious about the things that matter. Like you have people, Bruce Allen just got fired as the Redskins coach. You had all these people just got fired over the holidays. Everybody's so excited. Fire. Yes, yes, yes. DC has the way. DC, we're on the up and up because Bruce Allen got fired and now they got the Miami coach in there and blase, or North Carolina, I'm sorry. North Carolina coach in there, blase, blah. Everybody's so excited. And my face stays like this. Really?
Yeah.
You're so excited about that. But then you have someone less than 10 miles away from the stadium who's blowing up things and killing other countries and stuff like that about to get us. Y'all talking about
distraction.
Bruce Allen? It's a distraction.
Absolutely.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit that Bruce Allen got fired? The Redskins still won't be good in 2020. They might have a chance in 2028, but they don't have a chance right now. So let's just stop with the shits, okay? I'm just telling y'all, it's just crazy to me. We spend so much time in the Super Bowl. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Meanwhile, family, friends, brothers, and sisters are getting blown away.
And I'm not saying that, because let's be clear. We want to tune in, right? We need to tune in and be conscious. And for those of us that are conscious, sometimes we need some way to tune out. Because it depends on what side of the coin that you're on. You know what I'm saying? If you're deeply affected, then you are the person that needs to have something.
Watch the game.
Absolutely. You need to have some. You see what I'm saying? There is a flip side of that coin. If you, I'm a deeply empathetic person. As soon as I saw something, it disturbed me. And it disturbed me to the point where I definitely needed a distraction at that point. You know what I mean? So it depends on who you are. But it is a wake-up call to all of us. But we're going to leave that right there. I think y'all know who gets the Shits Award for this one. And move into some more of this holiday situation.
Holiday festivity.
Okay, because resolutions.
Oh, we didn't do resolutions.
We didn't do resolutions. I boycotted resolutions. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not finna do it.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even tell you. I didn't tell you because when we talked, I didn't really have any resolutions. Yeah. I didn't. I want to lose weight. Tried that every other year, so that didn't work.
No, it's just
no, that's not my resolution. But what my goal is. Okay. That's a different thing.
Goals and resolutions.
Yeah, that's what my goal is. This is my goal. My goal is to do XYZ. Somebody, when I was in the DMV, I met a Gemini. I was talking about you because I was like, my best friend business partner is a Gemini, and her name was Catherine. And she said something to me so important. She said, because we were talking about Geminis and we were just talking. And she was so nice. And she said, gosh, my phone is broken. She said, write it. She said something about if you write it down, write it, regret it, speak it, live it. So when you write things down, because we were talking about resolutions, and she was like, everybody's always writing down their goals and writing down their resolutions. She said, I don't write my stuff down. I just speak it and I live it. She said, because when you write it down and you don't do it, then you can read it and be disappointed because you didn't do it. But if you just speak what you're going to do, you're going to do what you're speaking about.
Okay.
And so that's something for me this year. Is I didn't write anything down. I wrote what she said down, but I didn't write anything down. I just have been speaking what I'm going to do, what my goals are. I've been embodying what my goals are.
I mean, and you very, you know, we always talk about the power of positive thought and thought in general, and how who controls her thoughts controls her entire universe. And that goes along with speaking things into existence. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot that we can call and claim to ourselves. And the first part of that is thinking it, speaking it, you know what I mean? And thinking, believing, speaking. So hopefully at this point in life, we are here to like breathe life, to speak life, you know, into each other and into things and into our goals and desires and the things that we want to do for the future. And I gotta remind everybody to fucking try to rephrase. Positive re-freaking phrasing, okay?
Oh yeah.
Because
take a situation and turn it.
Turn it, because that shit is so important.
Wait, we just did it today.
We did.
I just today came in. I was like, boom, 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 boom. But you know what? I'm blessed because I had the resources to pay for it.
Absolutely.
Bam.
You know what I'm saying?
And it is what it is. And I feel better.
Yeah.
Like if you notice when you're more positive, even when shit hits the fan, you feel better.
Absolutely.
Like I feel great. Okay.
Because you can be like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
That happened, but I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm standing.
I'm still standing.
Yeah.
I still look
So it's
good.
funny because this morning, I had a morning, y'all. I had a morning, like my shit started, it was like 7 o'clock and somebody's, you know, like job, it was coming at me. But I was like, you know what? First of all, I'm going to be thankful for the fact that I was awakened so that I could hear this bullshit. And I'm not about to worry about it. And I let it out, you know what I'm saying? So I let out what was going on, and shout out to whoever was listening to me, because I definitely did say what I did not like, you know what I mean? Even though I'm anti that, but I did, you know, like, okay, this was the bullshit. But, you know, at the end of that, this is what the bullshit, it was acknowledgement that, you know what, but none of that matters. I'm about to boss this shit. Like I'm about to. And the funny part was that the things that I was complaining about and fearful of because of what was starting in the morning, all of that shit disappeared.
Look at your phone.
Like,
be careful.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All of that.
Just my phone went out. Okay.
But yeah, all of it literally got out of my damn way. Yeah. So like all of my idols today, and I was like, look at girl. Hey Tracy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because literally the mountains were moved for me. I thought I was going to have to climb, but they literally just split and moved out my damn way.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's something to be said about positive thought and positive energy. Sometimes, you know, you can call towards yourself the things that you want and the things that you don't want too. So be careful.
And then also make sure you ask for God. What I've been doing in my morning prayers, and I've been praying. I pray every morning. I've really been praying every morning as of lately, trying not to forget to pray. Is I've also been praying for God's will to be done.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we pray, oh God, I need you to do this for me. I want you to do this for my life. God, please help me through this, please. I've honestly said, I've started saying, is God, if it is your will, allow it to be done.
Yeah.
And that's that part.
That'll keep you from bumping your head. So
yeah, exactly. That's that part. Because you could be really wanting something like, God, please, I'm really looking for this. I need this job. I need this job. God,
and he'd be like, oh yeah, okay, let's you had a job.
Okay, so
now
you get the job,
that job.
Exactly. I'm doing I'm allowing my will to be done because for your life. So, you know, pray those different prayers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like get in tune. If you're a believer, whatever you believe in, get in tune with it.
So that's how that's our little take on this resolution situation. But it's not to knock anybody who does have resolutions for this year.
You wrote your goals.
Those are cool. Like Listen, don't let nobody tell you if you have a resolution because do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? I threw that shit out of the window because I don't go with resolution. You know what I mean? I do well with trying to exact change, and I will do that several times a year. It does not start on the 1st of January or the 1st of the year for me. It never does. So I'm just going to keep on trying to change and evolve. If you guys want to set some goals and some resolutions at the beginning of the year, more power to you.
And we're going to keep you motivated.
Absolutely. And you guys can drop some of your resolutions or lack of resolutions or thoughts and comments. Y'all drop that in these comments. Hit us up in the inbox and stuff like that as well. Don't forget, we're at SipsTea the show at gmail.com. Because maybe if one of your resolutions is to have an interview on an up and coming show.
Hello.
SipsTea. How about that?
Can I tell you though, sis, when we enter the room, we command it down.
We go on commands.
I'm gonna tell you that, y'all.
Hello.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa. It must be the fact that she's sitting up.
Right, because the leg is like
but no, we're excited though. Honestly, I'm excited.
We're about to make it happen.
I'm excited.
So, how can you not?
Now? What we gonna talk about?
We're about to talk about
taxes.
Yes.
Taxes.
We need to talk about these holiday messages. Okay,
that's what somebody feel like they can just break in.
So, is this an occurrence?
The holiday X's.
The holiday
X's taxes.
The holiday X text. Okay. Has that ever happened to you? Like, this is what we're talking about. Okay. So affinity, of course, we're talking about relationships and things like that. But
sneaky ones.
Because it is the holidays, even somebody I was talking to say, yeah, even the internet has caught on to this, that there is literally holiday X texting. That is the season. It is a thing, and it is completely and totally a thing that people do around the holidays. And I'm not sure personally what the motivation is behind it. Is it nostalgia? Let us know if, one, you've texted an ex during the holiday. You received a text from an ex during the holiday. So you said you have texted.
I've been on both ends.
Okay, so when you text your ex,
what up, girl?
Okay. Okay, first of all, how long before that, like, there was no communication prior to?
Yeah, it could have been that.
That was or was not?
Well, it is. I have never texted an ex that we still don't have constant communication.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a different one.
Yeah, I don't.
We talk about out the woodwork ex texting.
Oh, I haven't had the privilege, and the ex that I would text that we don't text, I don't know her number. So
okay, so but she might have got an ex text.
She might have got an ex text.
Okay,
because it's like one of those things where happy holidays, happy New Year. You got to know where to cut it off. It's not like happy holidays, happy New Year. Look, have a great year. Hope to see you in the new year or something. It's not that. It's more so happy New Year, happy holidays to you and yours. Okay. That's actually what I say, to you and yours. I'm intending to let you.
Because I know you got a girlfriend.
I know you got a girlfriend, so I don't want her
looking at me funny.
Happy New Year to
I'm
you
just
and
trying
yours.
to be a friend. Now, are you trying to be a friend at that time, or is that
Are
you fishing?
No, I'm not fishing. For me, at least, I'm honestly just because at one point in this world, in this life, I actually loved you. So to say Happy New Year, to see that you made it to a new year, or happy holidays, I'm more so, I don't do stuff for Christmas and Thanksgiving. I actually do it at the new year. Okay. That is something I don't really, happy holidays or Merry Christmas. I don't really do all that. I just do, if I'm gonna send you a text, it's gonna be Happy New Year, and it's just Happy New Year to you and
leave it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, so I've never,
you ain't text no ex for the past.
I'm trying to think if I did. I try not to be a liar, but
red ain't never get no text.
Red.
Yellow.
Green. Blue. Okay. But again, like you said, that we were not talking.
Okay, yeah.
So I've never really.
It wasn't awkward.
It wasn't awkward because really, if there's a reason for me personally not to be talking to you, there's a reason for me not to be talking to you. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't really, I don't know, because there's not been too many exes that I don't have communication with. because I ain't do nothing to you.
Yeah.
Y'all know when I'm
you
when I'm the
always
girlfriend, I just be like just trying to be a girlfriend, and they
stay out the way.
Look, they do me in. They do me in, and then they be like, "Damn, shorty wasn't so bad," and so then they, send a little text and whatnot, and I be like, but no,
it be levels to the texts though. Like you can't be texting. I mean, if you're trying to are you putting your bid in? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're trying to plug yourself, then Happy New Year, I miss you, I love you.
Yeah. Do you miss me? I don't.
And then what happens if I don't respond to I miss you, I love you?
It's like, okay. I mean, okay, so first of all, I miss you, I love you. I feel like that is going out on a limb.
You're reaching.
It is a super, super limb. Again, I don't know. In my Gemini mind, I'm like, okay, did you miss me, love me yesterday, the day before? Like, when did this start?
Yeah.
When did it begin? Because, I feel like holidays, especially New Year, things like that, people are on a high note.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you going to try to traipse your little self in here when I'm at my highest high and then try to bring me back to your shit?
Yeah, I'm like, Happy New Year. Love you.
Little do they know, and thank you guys, everybody who's tuning on Instagram and Facebook and like that. I wish you guys would join us here on YouTube. Click the link in the bio, and you will be taken to our page. But yes, because I know some of y'all got these holiday X texts going on. I just know you do. But
it's levels.
It is levels.
Levels. It is levels. Like you can't be. You know what I'm saying? Like. But then here's the thing. If you do get a text like that, and then you just say, okay, so text me that. Let's role play.
All right, role play. Oh, I wonder what Eb Deceleb is doing. Like, what I'm going to say, though? Because the way I did shorty was job wrong. Like, okay. So, I'm going to be like, all right. Because I do love shorty. All right. Happy New Year, Eb. No, I call you Ebby Cakes. Mm-hmm. Happy New Year, Ebby Cakes. I hope that your new year is filled with lots of love and blessings. I love you. I miss you. I hope to hear from you.
Whatever.
I don't know. See,
I'm driving in the car. Okay.
All right. Well, just look. Happy New Year, Ebby Cakes.
I mean, no. I love you. I miss you. Add that in there.
Okay. Happy New Year, Ebby Cakes. I always love you and miss you. No, I miss you. I'm not
say
even.
It. I'm not even. You texted me. Come on. Come on. I'm driving. I don't even see you. I'm driving my car.
Love you, girl.
Are you an ex? Say I love you, girl.
Am I? Okay, so
you're my ex.
I'm your ex. Be like, first I gotta put my tongue out.
This is the ex because she's trying to. Notice. So this is probably what the ex be doing, trying to be off some sneaky stuff, because they know what they doing. So put the tongue out because then you know what you're doing. But then, when I'm driving, still driving.
Okay, and this is gonna be like, hey Ed.
These are her inner thoughts.
Mm-hmm. I can't help but think about you in this new year.
See how much thought goes into when an ex is really texting you for the new year. Thought does go into it.
Yeah,
because you can't just say anything.
I can't help but think of you in this new year.
And I'm still driving, y'all. I'm still driving.
I love you.
I'm not really here.
I miss you, and I always will. You deserve the best. Take care. Sam.
So ding, say ding.
Ding.
And then I'm in my car.
Because I got her. I sent her that joint. Like, I hope she feel it all up and through.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I hope she feel it from here to here, at least. You know what I'm saying.
And don't let me have my new girlfriend in the car. I'm driving. So ding. Message come through. Oh, 12:05. New Year message just come through.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking through school.
I had the nerve to do it at night.
At night, 12:05. So I'm like,
get lost in the New Year shuffle.
I'm reading it. I'm like, oh wow. Oh, this is from shoot. Kelsey texted me because I moved on. So I'm like, oh wow.
How you move on from me, girl?
She didn't text me. This is my response. Thank you. Period. Send.
That's my favorite.
That's it. It's not. Thank you. Period. Send.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
now,
Period. Send.
yes, absolutely. Now, what if you ain't have a girlfriend?
Thank you. Period. Send.
Oh, I didn't get you, girl.
Nah, you can't give me
For
back.
real?
Just thank you. Period. Send.
Stop playing,
Because
shorty. You know I got you.
My mind would be, because this is somebody who we haven't talked to in a while.
Ebony.
My mind would be,
but baby.
Uh-huh.
But baby.
Uh-huh.
You remember, don't you?
I remember all the pain that caused me.
I give the woman nothing but joy.
Hey.
Pure joy.
But you guys, so that's honestly how that should be going now.
Yeah.
You know, you might say a Happy New Year's, but most times you're going to be like, for me, I'm going to be like, depending, because you don't want to feed into it.
Yeah.
Because people going into your new year, do you want to bring that in?
Okay.
So that's for me.
Yes. Did we invite that? Unless, whatever it is, how about this though? Here go a rule though. Whatever it is, put a period at the end of that shit.
Period.
Make sure you put a mother period at the end of it.
Period.
Because I think that you're absolutely right as far as you know what I'm saying? You're trying to have a fresh start.
Yeah.
And I think technically, I feel like those things that are coming around the holidays are kind of ill-placed.
Yes.
Like, text me after the holiday.
Yes, text me
prior to, text me after. Don't text me on that day.
Exactly.
But 9 times out of 10, if somebody's doing that, they're not necessarily thinking about you first any fucking way. So they're thinking about their damn self and what it is that
Let me try to play on this intimate time.
Exactly, because they're having an intimate moment. Like sometimes I feel like we have got to like censor our own self, because it doesn't even have to be coming from a malicious place.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It don't even necessarily have to be from somebody who wants to try to get back with you or anything like that. It could just be, you know what, I did love shorty and I just can't like let this go. But you see how I said I can't let it go. I'm not thinking about you. I'm not thinking about what I did to you. I'm not thinking about what you might need at the moment. I'm not thinking about whether or not this might have a conversation or cause a conversation that you got to have with you and your new significant other. I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm thinking about what I want and what I need at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking a shot in the dark. So that's one way to think about it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But in your response, I think you got to be very clear about how you feel about that situation and what like next steps. Because if there's not a period there, you have left that door open. And some kind of verbiage that says thanks. You know what I'm saying? Because here's my problem.
Period.
My thing is I respond to things because I'm never not talking to someone.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like for some reason, I don't know if it's a Gemini thing, but 9 times out of 10, like I don't even have the energy to not be talking to you.
And then 2, you start expecting stuff. Like you'll find yourself in that moment looking forward to that. And then you know what I'm saying? Like
what? Looking forward to text messages? Or
like
forward to
like for instance, for my birthday, there is a certain one of my exes I know will always text me for my birthday.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So then you look forward to that. You see
then
what I'm
all
saying?
of a sudden they don't text you.
And then all of a sudden they don't text you. Then that still you're bringing in that new year kind of.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Listen, people, you can't move on to the next level or to the next anything while you're still holding on to the past. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that any past. I mean, you have to gauge whether or not there's still a future in whatever past that we're talking about. And I guess that's a whole other thing. Like maybe if you guys just broke up and we're not just talking about ex-girlfriends.
It could be friends.
It could be friends too. Do you want to take this friend into 2020? Is this a friendship that you feel like was important enough to dip back and say, okay, I'm gonna give it another chance?
There were a lot of friendships this year, people I'll say, that I decided and I personally, and it's no ill will, it's no I wrote a list because I'm not writing anything down.
Yeah.
So I didn't write anything down. I did a note right here and I told myself and I speak it this energy and this type of person, I don't want to follow in the new year.
Yeah.
Means I don't want anything negative to happen to them.
Yeah.
I want them to continue. I want them to continue
You just
to
want
have
them to keep that shit
prosperity,
over there.
but I just don't want it
Over
around
there.
me.
Right.
And you know, I don't want that around me. Okay. And so
I see you over there.
you be over there with your prosperity, and I'm gonna be over here with my prosperity.
Absolutely. And should we orb together?
Exactly.
My thing is, I never wanted to be weird when I see somebody in public. Like, if I'm never actively not speaking to somebody. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? We cannot speak, but I'm not actively not speaking to you. Like, I'm not going out of my way not to speak to you, because for me, that takes energy as well.
And then when you start taking things personal, that's when people, you know, you'll start looking at a person kind of funny. When I do see you out, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm
right.
Don't
like,
come
I'm not talking
me like we.
Yeah, I'm not like talking that. To them. I'm not. No,
don't see me in these streets and act like you know me.
Right. No.
Keep that same energy. Sis.
Yeah.
So let me help with the disconnect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm keeping it. I'm separating.
Yeah.
I'm not going to allow anything additional that doesn't directly affect me.
Yeah.
So I'm separating what you might do to me than you might do to me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So
okay.
Well,
you guys,
we
you
know
know,
some new stuff here in 2020. Baby.
Yeah. And think about that. Like, I'm not sure. Like, let us know, because you gotta let us know that if you are the ex-texter. Mm-hmm. What was your motivation in texting your ex? Like, were you lonely?
Did you realize you fucked up?
Did you want to actually start something with this person? Is that like, or is it just something that you wanted to do with your time at the time? Like,
or did you just want to apologize? If you don't, that's another thing.
I don't think I would mind an apology.
Just say, I'm sorry.
Right.
Going into the new year.
Yes.
Don't say Happy New Year if in 2019 you made me mad.
Absolutely. Yeah, purge. That
use that to say, I'm sorry for everything I did for you in 2019, and I hope your 2020 is better than your 2019 as it directly
free of me.
Exactly.
No, but
I that's a text I will respect.
Absolutely.
And I will respond.
Absolutely.
But to tell me Happy New Year's and how you missed me and how you did that, you haven't acknowledged why you had to miss me in the first place.
Right.
Sis.
Yeah.
So don't text me that on 2020.
And I don't like I don't like
don't do that.
Empty apologies. Mm-hmm. And I call empty apologies the ones that, number one, you never get. Mm-hmm. Or the ones that where people don't know what they're apologizing for. If you don't know what you did,
just to hear themselves.
If you don't know what you did, then
don't
leave it be. With me. Leave it be. But yes,
because you're gonna end up doing it again.
Absolutely. Because there's no, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I grew up Catholic, okay? And so when we go into the confessional booth, we have to tell the preacher all the things we did before we can get absolution for our sins, all right? You have got to admit with your mouth what you did in order to get any kind of forgiveness. So that might be what I take with me. Mm-hmm. When I'm talking about these relationships in 2020, but I'm not really sure, but I'm thinking that might be where it comes from.
So you're saying,
it
came from the Catholic religion.
It might.
Oh wow, y'all! It came from the Catholic religion.
Before we get the Hail Marys, we have to confess.
There's no hope for any of you exes when it comes to Jim. Because it came from the Catholic religion.
You have to confess first.
You got to go to the priest.
Yeah.
Don't come to me.
I'm the priest.
And she's the priest. Okay. So there ain't no hope over here if you have not gone to the priest. Like, what you're saying.
Because
she's Catholic, y'all.
Absolutely.
Catholic.
You know, I'm developing a Baptist spirit.
Yes,
but
she
I was born.
Shout out to the Alpha Street Baptist Church.
Shout out.
Okay.
Shout out.
All right. Okay. 4 sermons, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but they got 4 sermons for you, Saturdays and Sundays. You cannot miss it.
Okay.
All right. I've missed a couple, but I'm getting back.
Okay.
And they got service online as well.
Yeah, but take yourselves to the church if you can get in there, because that overflow. You can get over
that overflow road, honey. Child.
But yeah, guys, that's our take on it. Well, that's my take on it. I'm not sure what it all means. Sometimes I try not to be hypocritical because, you know, I'm a Gemini. So from one minute to the next, you know, I feel differently about certain things. But that's been my ongoing thing. That I would rather you say,
I'm sorry.
I would rather you say I'm sorry than some random ass message.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Because all my mind can do is be like, but the last we talked, yeah,
you're saying FUB.
Yeah. So that's just one of those things. But I'm sure I'm not the only one. Y'all let us know how you feel about these X texts and these X texting situations, and things like that. Let me ask you too about this though. So recently I've gotten like letters on my car. Is that weird or is that cute? Like this is what we're going to talk about this during the next show. Next week,
are they addressing who they're from?
No, these are anonymous letters. Is it creepy? Is it like, listen, I don't know, but on two separate occasions, I've gotten a note on my car.
Was it addressed to you?
Yeah, it was definitely to me. But I personally felt like at the time I was like,
where you live at.
Well, they know where my car lives at. Hopefully they weren't like, well, they don't know where I live at, I don't think. But everybody knows where you live at.
Nobody knows where I live at.
Sure they do.
How they know?
They see your ass the same way they saw my ass before they put a note on my car. Just because
they saw me?
Before they put a note on my car, they saw me, right?
Uh-huh.
Because somebody did not put a note because there was no note on your car, like they still see your ass.
When did they put the note on your car?
Some time ago. Like this is not like recent shit. This is just something that I think that we should bring up on the show, and as we talk about relationships and things like that. Because I know back in the day, I thought it was cute if I left a note on someone's car that I knew.
Was it a nice? Okay, I'm sorry.
It was a nice note. It was a nice note. It was like, hey, I know I'm taking a shot in the dark. You're very attractive. You know, this, and this.
Was it somebody that lived in the neighborhood?
And a number. Well, I wouldn't know because I did not respond. I didn't I got left a number, and then the next time it was something else. But yeah.
When was this? When was this?
Guys, we're gonna have to end the show here because this is good. So this is a question to you guys there. If someone were to leave,
watching us,
but people are always watching you
here at night. So
I just want you to know that people are always watching you. As Eb finishes freaking out because obviously, so you thought beforehand you'd be invisible, that nobody sees you. You just come in, you kind of stealth, right? People see you all the time. I just need to. People see you all the time.
I kind of just,
you just go about your business. I go about my business.
What? Okay, we'll table it.
We're going to talk about go about their business. I still know my neighbors. I know who lives around here, even though I don't speak to them. I go about my business. I see them. I know that they exist.
But how do you know that they saw me?
I never said they saw you, sis.
Okay.
Where did this come from?
Because you were like, they see you, they see me.
I'm saying they see you because you're a person. Just the same way I see people in my neighborhood. I see them because they're in my neighborhood.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Okay.
You do have to be careful. So that's what we'll be talking about in the next show. We'll talk about some affinity, those kind of relationships and things like that. Is it cool to get notes on your car?
No.
Is it cool or creepy?
Creepy.
We'll talk about that because you guys need to know. If this happened to me twice, I just need etiquette to be put forward so that other people know, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't put a note on that girl's car, or hey, maybe I should because she might appreciate it.
Or just maybe just send it in the box with the name who was coming from.
How does you gonna put it in the mailbox, sis?
So because they don't know the apartment number.
Right.
But they need to address it. They need to say who it's from.
They would say, well, yeah. If somebody tried to talk to you, that's what if somebody tried to talk to you and they wanted to leave you their number.
But how would they know where you live? Like, did they follow you?
I said on my car.
So did they follow you in the car?
No, they had to just see me leave my car, and then
was it out here where we live at?
And on that note, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Happy Hump Day. We'll see you right back here next Wednesday. Don't forget to hit us up on SipsTea the show at gmail.com. SipsTea the show at gmail.com. SipsTea the show on Instagram. And don't forget to hit us up individually on our social media, GemDTwin and Eb Deceleb. And we love you to life. We will see you next Wednesday a lot earlier than this. And that's that, right?
That's it. Deuces. 2020, and we
until next week. Don't put nothing on nobody's cars.
We have a surprise pop-up show because next week I won't be in town, so we're popping up.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a pop-up
show.
Okay, Sean Stanley.